I can see. Mm, don't quite have to be, but okay, here's what I'm working with here. Got some broccoli and protein, and a little bit of, I guess, food prepping in a way. Mm, Eating that. I decided I didn't need the carbs. I had so much pizza for like the last 2 days that I feel puffy. I feel very puffy right now. So, oh, hi Zigzag. Yes, I do remember. How are you doing today? Welcome back. Mhm. Let me show you guys. So, I got some broccoli, and I'm already forgetting beef stew, maybe, or like it's very tender, very perfect. Mhm. Yeah. Um, so yeah, I had like just I had pizza Sunday night. Wait, no, Wednesday. This what last Wednesday. Um, and then then we had leftovers. So I had pretty pizza like every meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner because we had so much left over. Um, so I'm waking up this morning like so puffy, like my hands, it's probably my face too, and my ankles. And so today I'm like back on the grind. I am back to my veggies, my veggies and protein, and making sure that I get in my vital nutrients. It does not feel good to be that puffy, and feels so much better to just eat what's good for you, eat what works for your body. I love pizza, but oh my gosh, all the carbs. I ate way too many. I overdid it. So back to some protein, fats, and veggies. And that's not even it. I have a whole nother pot too that I have to look at, but 1 second. So wonder if you can see that too. I have a whole pot. I think it's turkey, not sure, but I need to bring this back over here and Just want to take like a couple minutes to put it into a container so I can wash the pot, kind of circulate through everything. So there's the other pot. Okay, that's a little bit better lighting, what I'm working with here. And so also very tender. Yep, that's good. Tender, good source of protein. So I'm going to use a container, probably about that big. And oh, that's good. You guys are missing out. Yeah, definitely got to eat this as fast as possible. Like this is certainly too much for me. Too much for one person. But I think it would make really good, really good lots of things. So yeah. Okay, so now now that I have that, um, it'll be part of my lunch. Well, I kind of already have lunch made, but mm, mhm, mm, really good. I'm gonna be getting into workout here soon, and I really want it to be like a good sweaty workout. And then I want to get in my steps too before I have to go to work today. Like all the pizza carbs that I ate yesterday, I want to put it to good use today. Mm, God, this is just so good. Hmm. It's just so good. It's almost 6 in the morning. Um, and so I have about 2 hours left of my morning routine, um, to get in my workout, get in my steps, all that good stuff before I gotta go to work. Mm, so, I don't even know where to put the there. Oops, there goes all our raspberries. Okay, so kitchen is clean. Um, I haven't done my journaling yet, but I might just go do that upstairs later. Um, there's like the scary thing about my house is who designed this house to put freaking window right by the doorknob? I don't know. You guys like cats? I have two, and I pretty much just live in here in this part of the room that is also getting destroyed. Guys, there is. Um, yeah, I'm kind of just talking out loud. Sensical things. Let's see. Um, yeah, I gotta get changed. I gotta get dressed and ready. I need, just for fun, I wouldn't mind some help picking out my workout outfit if anybody feels inspired or girly enough to help me pick. It really doesn't even have to be all that extravagant. I might just wear some joggers, with a comfortable top of some kind, one that I guess I'm kind of willing to get all sweaty. Yeah, I'm not even sure what I want to do in my workout exactly, but I know I have a good amount of energy, good amount of carbs in me, and it would just be very good. It'd be a good use of this energy to get in a good workout and then get in some good steps too. And so yeah, I think even though I've stepped away, I got these new, my boyfriend got me some new headphones. And I think even if I step away, you can still hear me pretty good. So, um, so I will be getting changed into my outfit. And of course, I don't really want to be on camera, but I also don't really want to turn off the live stream. I just so happen to not be as ready as I could be. Uh, but something I realized this this morning, not too long ago. So here I am trying to grow my YouTube channel and try to actually get monetized this year. Um, all of my most popular videos um, have to do with my really old videos, which is just insane. It's definitely seems like it's a guilty pleasure for people to watch videos about piggyback rides and hiccups and back cracking and all that weird fetishy kind of stuff. Very interesting. Not what I would normally want to post about, but the things that I have been posting about um, don't seem to be very interesting to people. And so um, let me know if that's true. Is it really true that of all, I don't know, I think, yeah, the fact that I posted cracking and hiccup videos a long ass time ago has given me has drawn me to the crowd of people that just relentlessly just love that stuff. And so I think I hypothesize that a lot, if not most of my subscribers I currently have are just diehard, like cracking, hiccuping, piggyback riding type of watchers, type of viewers, even though there's so many people out in the world who make videos about anything and everything else, and they get so many views. Like, I just feel like I am being forced to be the to be the content creator that posts about cracking and hiccuping and all these other things when it's just fucking creepy. Like to to have all these men watch me and comment on the fact that I need to make more cracking and hiccuping videos. I just don't understand. Um, when I have other interests and things that I like to talk about and do and post about, it's like, it almost becomes a thing about worthiness. Like am I not worthy of making anything better? And so here I've been trying in the last year to make videos that are not just about cracking and hiccuping and whatnot. And my cat doesn't realize that I'm he's literally putting his asshole in front of the camera. He's just standing in front of me because he wants this is his petting zone. Like, if you stand in front of a flat surface, he will assume position. So, so yeah, those are my honest thoughts and opinions, and I I've noticed. Oh, hi, Sammy. Nice to see you. I am doing pretty good. Just kind of getting my day started, kind of venting a little bit about the the funny things that you find yourself in, funny situations that you find yourself in, we'll put it that way. Um, I gotta do some foam rolling too while I'm chit-chatting. How about you, Sammy? How I got transferred into my wheelchair and I'm watching. Oh, thanks. Yeah, that's good. Oh, so things are going pretty good for you. Oh. So yeah, like I was saying, I was really tempted almost about an hour ago to start making or to make a piggyback writing video. I literally like sent it in a text to myself like gosh, I think I have to like that video of like the piggyback writing one that is so popular. It's gotten like 50 something thousand views. That's like the most viewed video I have on my entire channel. Like of all the 470 videos I have, that's like the highest viewed one. Um and it's just interesting because I think it's because like most videos or like most people who have a video that popped off and did really well, it's like it's a video that they wanted to have done really well. Um, or like it's something that they would happily replicate and kind of dive into or something like that because it's like the topic that they wanted. I just did that video, uh, ugh, I just made a piggyback riding video. I have no idea why I made that video, honestly, like, because back, I don't know, 7 plus years ago, YouTube kinda just had that cringe vibe or something. Like, I don't know how to describe it, like, it was just but videos nowadays are, like, so much better, like, the quality is so much better, the topics are so much better, faster, stronger kind of a thing, and so, just the fact that, like, you can learn so much from YouTube, and then but yet people would like to watch other people do piggyback rides and then comment like, "Ooh, piggyback me next time." It's just so interesting. But yeah, I'm really tempted, like, I'm gonna, like, see if my brother wants to do a video, maybe my sister wants to do that video because to some degree, it's, like, really cool to do like, I don't know, then versus now type of video, and just to kinda see how some things just really don't change, but no, my siblings and I have all, like, really grown up and changed and evolved, um, but we all happen to be living in close proximity, so It's good to see you too, Sammy. Well, I guess I can't really see you. But it's good that you're here and that you're doing well. And I've been working on my neck mobility with my new neck brace. Interesting. How has that been going? Were you like, I can't remember actually, like were you in a bad accident or what's going on there? And then hello, no name. Welcome back. How are you doing? Are you guys um in need of a good workout? Because I'm foam rolling right now in hopes to put myself through a good workout. I'm trying to think of like what do I even want to do? So what would make sense? Strength training first, then get on my treadmill to do my steps there and try to get 10,000 steps before I have to go to work. Um, and so I think that if it's 6 now, if I give myself from like 6:30 till 7:30 till a good hour and a half of being on my treadmill, that should help me give me plenty of time to get my 10,000 steps, really sweat it out, get some work done, um, and then I should be fully exerted before I get to work, which would be phenomenal. I do not want to be antsy and full of energy this morning. So that's kind of my game plan. My form of self-care is getting in a really good workout. And no name, I am not technically married, but I am happily taken, happily not single. So thank you for inquiring, but I am taken. I had a catastrophic car accident that's left me a C2 complete quadriplegic, and I'm ventilator dependent. I'm watching you from my wheelchair. Oh my goodness, that is intense. Um, and when did that happen? So it seems like it was like pretty recent. Maybe was this the state that you were in last time when you were on the live channel? And then I have to ask too, like what brings you to my channel and what do you find interesting about what do I talk about compared to what maybe more popular channels talk about or um you know what I mean? Like what do I talk about that's interesting enough to stick around and keep listening to just out of curiosity. Let's see. So I've got my upper body, should foam roll, glute muscles and hips. Mm. So here we are. I'm not even thinking about the fact that it's a new year. I mean, it's great, and I'm very grateful and feeling very blessed to be where I am this year, this time around, compared to previous years. But the more I think about the fact that it's a new year, I feel like the more I will overthink it and I will have expectations and I will be disappointed by those expectations. I've done that like for a long time just because I was excited about life. You know, it's really just from a genuine place. But um, I find that the less that I think about and focus on something that I don't really that has kind of an arbitrary value to it, the happier I am. Like the less I focus on that, the happier I am. And because I feel like the shift of focus is not from the fact that it's a new year, it's kind of just like what I should be focusing on is my goals and my growth. That's what makes the year good, right? So, um, so here we are starting year two of my fitness and nutrition business. Kind of going all in with it last year. So let me just tell you, break down my growth and my plan. Um, so I started back last February, and my cats are like licking my fingers because I was food prepping before this and my hands still smell like food. Um, um, so yeah, I started last February. I decided to start a class, a community once a week strength training class for new beginners, basically. Let me read this really quick. I had my accident 11 months ago, and I'm grateful to have found your pages. It's just sad as I've been really struggling. Oh, that's really hard. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I certainly empathize. Like I can really only imagine what it's like to go through something like that and then have such a fatal thing, like you must feel so trapped in trapped in a body that you might not recognize anymore, and I can totally see how mentally that would be so hard to go through. Like I can seriously only imagine. I know a good friend of mine, a good family friend, I should say, he has gone through 8 back surgeries um and in this last one was probably the longest, the hardest, the most complicated back surgery he's ever had, and it's left his lower body feeling much weaker than he has ever experienced. He's always been very strong, active, lots of muscle mass in his quads and all that, and in just this last surgery, he lost about 30 to 40 pounds of muscle in his body, and so he's feeling very, very weak, and he knows that he cannot live like this, and so he hired me on as his personal trainer, as someone to help him, maybe not necessarily gain back all of that muscle because he is about 73, so but his drive to at least just build enough to where it takes the pain off of his hips and knees and his feet, would be like his baseline of where he would like to be in the next like 6 or so months. And so we'll be meeting about 3 times a week and helping him have exercises to do either on his own or together, and yeah, and progress from very basic moves. Like we're really not really able to do a whole lot, and I know mentally that's very hard for him because he's always been a very capable person. And so something like this that debilitates your whole body is very, very challenging because like he said, he just feels very stuck in his body, um, and he, constantly compares like what I was able to do as we're trying to do the exercises together. I could lift my leg a little bit higher than he could with one of them in particular, and he would just say like, "You're lifting your leg so much higher than me," and I'm just thinking to myself, "Yeah, because I'm not the one that just went through like the most complicated back surgery ever. Like I'm surprised you were even able to do that. Like that's amazing." Like and so trying to be, you know, reframe the negativity to um just reassure him that he's doing really well. He's doing really well, and I know he wishes he was doing better, and I'm sure you wish you were doing better too, as I do as well. And I just know that like with the amount of drive and focus and determination that he has, he will make a really close recovery to where he was before because he just knows that the quality of life is so much better when your health and your body is fully functioning and where it should be. So, and so I don't know. I hope that's helpful and gives you some TLC. I was so active, used to do so much, but I'm diagnosed as C2 complete, and I'm drunk driver broke my neck. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, stuff like that is pretty tough. And I have to wonder, you've gone through a lot this year. Why don't you build your I don't know, build your mental health back to a strong point by sharing your own story. Like go on to oh my gosh, my cats. Go on to your own channel and make a video of your story of what you've recently gone through. Like there's probably so many people who would, you know, share empathy or share experiences of things like that that they've gone through and what has helped you get through these last 11 months of probably a lot of pain and discomfort and mental struggle and all of that, so you find more of your people who are going through similar things because even though it's good to watch people who are probably in a better place mentally and physically for that matter, it's almost like comparing yourself to like what you may or may not have anymore or ever again. And so that's really hard. Might be a good idea to share your story and see who relates, see what kind of community you can create, a loving and supporting community that helps you. So yeah, I am just chatting away as I am also stretching and getting my body ready and awake, functioning, warmed up. And what else is there on my mind? Mm, Or what else can I ask of what's going on with you guys? I think there's a couple people here. One thing that kind of pops into my mind as you Sammy talk about all because a drunk driver kind of bring in the fact that someone else um kind of mistakenly but semi-intentionally didn't choose the right thing to do and caused a lifetime of pain and anger and resentment on your end. And I can certainly relate to that, for sure. My own, which has happened in my own life as well, in a different way. Some young 22-year-old decided they wanted my dad's keys, broke into my grandparents' house. My dad always wears his keys around his neck on like a lanyard. Not exactly sure why, um but yeah, so they in an acquaintance kind of a meeting, my dad met this guy, and then this guy made this plan to get those keys from my dad because it's a nice car. It was an Infinity, and depending on which model you get, they can be pretty expensive, pretty so whatever. So he breaks into my dad's place, and he's all the way in Utah and I'm all the way in California, and he freaking hammers my dad to death. And so that was about 6 years ago. It's just so hard being told that I'm a complete hell without a ventilator and barely so badly broken care and around the clock support. Yeah, I can definitely imagine um, how hard that is. I don't know, maybe this will cheer you up. I don't know why my cats were doing that. Sleepy. This is the scaredy cat. This is the one that nobody sees whenever they come over because he just runs off. But he feels safe now, so and he's also quite the mischievous one too. He looks so innocent and sweet, and he's also very mischievous too. You can just kind of see it in his face. He's like, "Who, me?" But anyways, so I'm okay. Done foam rolling, done stretching. I gotta do my workout now. Let's not be too excited. I don't know. I just don't feel amazing. I got cramps. I got cramps, but um I mean, music would be kind of nice, but I don't think I can really do that now. Um I do need some water. And my dumbbells are here. Oh, that's very nice of you to say, Sammy. Yeah, yeah, I've been told my voice is calming to people, which is ironic. I'm super insecure about my voice. Like I don't find my voice very, I don't know, pleasant or calming or whatever. Um, I just feel like I sound dumb. Like even when I try my hardest, I'd like listen back to some recordings and I'm just like, oh, that's what I sound like. Cringe pretty hard. But other people say, no, your voice is just really like really sweet and calming and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, okay, whatever you say, just we don't hear our own voices like the way other people do. So, let me see. I think I really don't feel amazing. I know I'll feel better after my workout. Then I have to think about, well, what am I going to do? Am I just going to do very basic things like chest press, um, bicep curls? Am I just doing basic things here? In my mind, I was doing a lot more exciting things. In my mind, I was like finishing the workout, dripping sweat and like feeling amazing. But um but then I have to think like I have to ask myself, is that realistic? Is that because I did a cardio workout, which usually you sweat the most in a cardio workout, right? So I'm not trying to do a cardio workout. I'm trying to do a strength training workout. Mm. And then my cardio is the steps on my treadmill. So that light is always so annoying. Okay, so most likely, um, it's hard to realize how nonsensical your own thoughts are once you actually start talking out loud instead of just keeping your thoughts to yourself all the time. So maybe this is good stuff here. This is some good work. Maybe this year I'll get over my voice and actually just be okay with things. Let's see. So, yesterday I did not really do much of an aggressive leg workout. I really just went on live and did some glute holds so that I was working um working on my glutes one at a time. So, but today is upper, and I have to remember what my goals are. And if my goals are to get bigger shoulders, need my shoulders to like actually be a little bit more capped than they are. Mm, Make a difference with your voice in time. Thank you. Oh, that's really sweet. Um, I certainly wish more people felt that way because I feel like why, I don't mean to be negative or complain, but I can see, I go live more often than I ever have, and I can see how many people are watching. So I know I have about like three people watching, get some comments here, there, whatnot. It's like I'm not incredibly interesting, you know? I'm slow, I kind of focus on what my needs are rather than what's more interesting for other people. And that's not very interesting to people. Like, if people are there for entertainment, or people are here for entertainment, and then there's just someone who's kind of like thinking about themselves, who's not really being entertaining, they're just going to swipe through. They're just going to be like, all right, see you later. Um, it would be so amazing to see you work out in a neck brace. Haha, just for us ones in neck braces. Yeah, would that be motivating or healing to you? That would certainly make it a lot harder. Anyways, so yeah, I got shoulders, shoulders, rear delts, biceps, triceps. We got our back and a little bit of chest too. Yeah, I do kind of think that a good chest workout. I do think that push-ups are an excellent way to get in a good sweaty workout. So let's warm up a little bit with some shoulders. We do some rotator cuff warm up. See, mm, get things going, warmed up, wake up the body, let my upper body know we are getting primed up for a good workout. We're trying to get our mind right, trying to get our mind strong. And we cannot do that alone. We have to do this together with people. We have to get strong together. And that's a nice little burn. So, yeah, I'm trying to be inspirational. Part of that is to be vulnerable and to acknowledge that we all have our faults and we all have our own stuff. I try our best to look beyond it. That feels pretty good. The next one I have the seated one with the same setup here. I get to actually use dumbbells this time, which is awesome. Trying to strengthen my own upper body. Yeah. Just when I forget the program that I'm kind of trying to follow because I feel like I've done all these other programs so much. Um, and I remember I have the ATG one that's very awesome. It's very foundational building. I recommend for so many people because you can't do these basic things purely out of maybe laziness or lack of knowledge or whatever the case is. Oh, then what is then you cannot do athletic type of things. Like you shouldn't be pushing yourself to do advanced things if you haven't even gone through the foundational exercises. Like this exercise in particular warms up your rotators so that you're really essentially you're just preventing yourself from any injuries. And so that's some really good stuff there. So this is one good shoulder rotator exercise, and then there was the one I was doing standing, and then there is like shoulder dips on either a parallel bar or on a high rise. Nice. And I think for the second set, I will go a little bit heavier because I think I can, and you're technically supposed to. If you feel like you can go a little bit heavier without sacrificing good form, then do so. Now that I don't have my glasses on, I think a couple comments came in and I cannot for the life of me see what they say. It would be, oh no, nothing new has come in. Okay. I kind of feel like by now, um, things are popping off, but I know that I am a pretty small channel, and I am trying to get myself out there in the algorithm a little bit more. So my daily task for reaching that goal is to post something every single day. And I know that going live is a really great way to meet new people and to get yourself out there. Um, but it doesn't seem like there's a lot of people awake right now. I can say that, but does not seem like there's a lot of people looking for lives to watch. And so, how can one get themselves into a good algorithm if their stuff is not being broadcasted to everybody? I don't know, but still trying to get in a good workout, warm up the shoulders so that we go injury free for as long as we possibly can, really. Keep our bodies limber and young and fully functioning. Oh, on fire. That is good. So yeah, doing more volume. Need to do more shoulder volume. I don't think that you can get pumped capped shoulders with just twice a week with 2 sets per workout, maybe maybe 3 sets per workout of shoulder exercises. They got to be much more intense, uh, and more frequent. It's almost 7 now. I really gotta start pumping. I got about 20 minutes to do a good shoulder workout. I thought that I would be done by now and start getting onto my treadmill for a solid hour and a half to get my sweat on, but I have been chatting away and I need to get in different forms of lifting while I also somehow talk and chat. And wow, I look like I have a silhouette behind me. Um, yeah, this is terrible lighting. Oh my gosh. Um, I think some better lighting would actually be. Ugh, my friend's chair is so complicated. I'd be using this thing. It's kind of nice that he's left it unplugged because I do not know how to work his technology. And I would just feel kind of weird trying to go through his stuff. How do you turn this on? Yeah, that's the power button. It's plugged in. Oh, I think his computer also needs to be plugged in. Is there, like, his computer needs to be on to actually get power. There we go. And then turn this stupid light off because it's just not good lighting at all. This is a lot better. Have front facing lights like this. Now, now I can actually way better how that looks. Oh my gosh. I don't even have my glasses on and I can see that looks so much better. Okay. So as I am focusing, getting shoulders nice and strong, I want to think about lifting from the elbows, not from the hands. Too often people will do this with their wrists and try to like lift up this way. That is not right. You're trying to lift from the elbows, keep the shoulders down. Now, even this, there's some critiques you could make. I don't call that a set, and I have to get some water. With my outfit, I'm not really even trying to look all that cute. I am home. I am comfortable. I am modest, which, believe it or not, is still something I think about, despite not being religious anymore. Who says I have to be modest? Nobody says. Well, actually, that's not true. Um, it's not that people ever say anything like you should be more modest, but it it gives me so much more attention that I don't want. I don't need people just paying attention to me because my body is exposed, you know? And so it's just funny how you will attract different people based off of what you wear. It's kind of silly, actually. And then if I do some rear delts or face pulls, I think I actually prefer face pulls. Or shoulders, rear delts. Oh, I'm still just feeling the burn from shoulder exercise. Oh, I guess I don't really blame other people for not wanting to work out too. Work out and watch a live stream, but you would think that, like, some people would be wanting some workout motivation, and so they would go on YouTube and either watch a video or somehow come across a live stream where someone's already working out, and I suppose I would just need to keep on showing up with my workouts, and whew, I kind of like being a very authentic type of personal trainer, someone who's just not trying so hard to be uppity, I guess, because it's just not as relatable. Like, whenever I'm feeling down and unmotivated, I don't know, like, is it easier to go find someone who's like, "Woohoo!" You know? Or is it, like, easier to find someone who's kind of also kinda low key struggling too, but still trying to push through? I don't know. Yeah, maybe that's the case because at least for some people, I can say for some people, maybe that uppity kind of energy kind of just takes your mind off of like the, I don't know, the lowness that you feel in life and takes your mind off of it. And excuse me. Yeah, for all of you hiccup fanatics, there you go. There's my one hiccup that I tend to do. I don't ever do anything more than that. Um, hmm, yeah, having some thoughts and yeah, just yeah, being very real and raw and unfiltered and hoping for some authenticity, you know? my hair looks kind of cute actually in a kind of a messy bun kind of a way. I'm thirsty again. Okay, that's a lot better. Whew. Well, I guess if that's the case, if being more uppity would attract more people and, a better vibe would get people a little bit more excited, a little bit more wanting to be on, watch a live stream to help people work out and all that kind of stuff, then it would make sense to be that kind of a person, um, who's a little bit more uppity, but which psychologically would make sense. So, anyways, we're just trying to get a nice, good shoulder pump. Shoulders are a very tricky thing. They really are. Like, how do I know that this is actually doing anything? I almost feel like this really isn't doing a whole lot. Like, that might be working front and middle delts. Oh, we got some front and middle delts, and then if we do some rear delts, maybe if I go from the side this time, shoulders are back. This this exercise is like honestly so hard to do right when you only have dumbbells. It's almost easier to just go without any weight, but then like are you ever actually progressing with rear delts? Hard to say. 'Cause like where am I feeling that? I'm feeling that a lot in my lats. If I were to actually be trying to get stronger, my rear delts, that's right there. Yeah. Seriously, only thing I can do that one at a time if I'm really trying to do this well. Can only do it like one at a time. It's amazing. Yep, that muscle right there. Try to do it on this side too. I got little baby delts and I'm trying to grow them into big adult delts. And so that they're nice and strong and visible. And I compete again hopefully this year. A part of me is really excited for, and then a part of me is like dreading it and just kind of not excited about it because another, well, then you just think of like what comes with it and the imagery of every bikini competitor before me doing a lot better. Sometimes isn't all that inspirational. I really gotta go pee. Um, let's see. Oh, Frank, I'm just seeing your message. Good morning. Ah, there we go. There's our other friend, Jack. Hello. Good morning. Good motion. Just get the blood flowing. Oh, thanks, guys. Glad to see you here. Yeah, we're really trying to not just swing the weights around this morning. We're trying to slow and steady and really question like how do we build strength and how do we build muscle and all these things. So, but I'm not gonna lie, I really have to go pee. And so I might just leave my phone and my headphones here for a second while I run downstairs, run across the freaking house because we only have one bathroom in this house. So obnoxious. So don't go anywhere. I will be right back. And explain to me what you mean by I need stamina. What do you mean I need stamina? Oh, wait, you mean like in order to exercise well or I don't know, build up your foundation. I don't know, explain yourself real quick while I go to the bathroom. I'll be right back. Okay. I am back. Let's get this third round. And also, I want to change the poll question below. Hmm, Okay, there we go. All right, last set, best set. I gotta do some cardio next. So come right back into these. Wish I had like some in between weights because it's like either these or my 25s, and my 25s are just hard to do anything with those. I can't do the Arnold presses with those, but I really should be like pushing weights, Like I can't just be doing sissy weights all the time. But yeah, the 25s, um, are very heavy to do. Arnold presses. I could probably only do like a couple. Two, three. Strong core, strong glutes. Six. Ooh, that's how it's done. Now, if we do these, we got 8, we got 9, 10, and yikes, it's kind of hurting this side. My right side. Just that change and lift forward. Yeah. Then I also ought to do some back. I also ought to do some rows. Um, I gotta do some supine grip rows for my back. My goodness, but that time just went by really fast and I really need to get, if I want to get my cardio done, I gotta go now. So, yeah, I think that's probably gonna cut it for the shoulder workout. Um, which I guess I can always do another one tomorrow or Sunday. Um, oh, let's see, let's start getting ready for, oh my goodness, so bright. Let's see. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. Um, okay, I got my water bottle, glasses, and keep forgetting to take my towel downstairs back to the bathroom. Hopefully, that reminds me to do it when I walk downstairs next time. Oh, my goodness. It's just very, like I've said before. focus. Um, it's very real and raw way of getting in my workout routine. So badly want to listen to music. Like, how am I supposed to focus without having music on? Mm, okay, well, let's see. I should also say I have my Solin challenge coming up this upcoming Monday. And so it's not too late to sign up. Would you guys um oh thank you. Uh, let's see. Would anyone like to be a part of a January fitness mindset and nutrition challenge for January? Maybe that's what I should have here in the poll. Mm, mm. Well, thanks, Craig, for subscribing. That's awesome. I'm very flattered. I have a 4-week challenge. Basically, the rules are you gotta, well, not very complicated. It's not very complicated rules. I wouldn't even say that there are necessarily any rules to follow. It just if you commit to exercising, following the program, you just commit to following the program, commit to showing up to the Zoom calls, the weekly Zoom calls, and the challenge is to get closer to your own goals. So that's, I almost wonder, that's kind of the point of almost most fitness challenges is that, well, I shouldn't say that either. Um, the point is, the rules are commit to something, follow something. Well, commit to following the plan that I provide in the challenge. Follow through, figure out what it takes to change your current habits or things that you don't necessarily want to have in your life anymore, and commit to yourself for 30 days. That's probably something that encapsulates the whole thing. Is commit to focusing on your fitness mindset and nutrition for the next 30 days. Um, so there we go. So yeah, maybe I should have said that maybe like sooner, but I just kind of completely forgot. Um, it just kind of what's the word? Um, cool. So let's see. No, it's not gonna be difficult. I'll just put it that way. It's not gonna be difficult by any means. But what I could do, I'm trying to think of if you guys consider it and you want to try it. I'm gonna put it like in my bio on my YouTube. Put it on my YouTube channel. Um, oh, it's actually already there. Okay, so I completely forgot I put it there. So if you go to my channel, you go to my links, the section where it has all the links there, it's at the bottom. Maybe I will also make a community post about it. Um, um, let's see if I do that. Um, Jack, are you wondering if it's going to be difficult because you're looking for something that's not difficult, or are you looking for something that's difficult? Um, I believe that's the name. It's either Madeline Hatch or Madeline Ann Hatch is what I see on my end. I think either one. As long as you see like the picture where I'm going like this in the profile, that's me. It'll be difficult for me because of the time difference. Um, Possibly, right? If you're essentially almost on the other side of the globe. But it's kind of meant to be international, an international thing. That's why it's online. That's why it's like on a platform. Um, I'm guessing like in terms of the time difference for like the weekly Zoom calls, right? Shoot, I should probably be walking. The time difference for the Zoom calls for the weekly Zoom calls. Um, if they're at 8:30, I believe I set it for 8:30 Sunday mornings. Do you know exactly what time that would be? And hopefully you guys can't hear my squeaky shoes or my treadmill. See this. Oh, I almost forgot to. The other thing I need is my step counter. So that I'm actually tracking my steps. And oh, hours ahead. Well, if it's 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. 5:30. That just means it's 5:30 PM on Sundays. It's for that one meeting, but everything else is, like, on your own time. It's not like you have to be on, a certain time schedule throughout the rest of the week. Everything else is on your own terms. So would that be something that you can do? Oh, we haven't even started yet, and I am thirsty. I gotta stop. Sounds good, Eric. I'm also gonna post it on my community page. Seriously. I know, seriously, I pee a lot, but I can't really help it. I mean, I drink, I mean, trying to drink at least 4 liters of water a day. Oh. And okay, check out the channel, Eric, and let me know if you decide to sign up. Thank you. Yeah, you gotta up your water, sir. You gotta get on my level of having to pee like 10 million times a day. Mostly just because it just flushes. I just visualize me drinking water is flushing out extra stuff. I don't even call it like toxins or anything like, tox- you know, flushing out toxins or the bad stuff. It's just like I had a lot of carbs yesterday and the day before, which is fine. Your body will get through it, but I'm helping by drinking more water. It's not really even much more than I would drink on any other day. It's not like I'm drowning myself. I'm just genuinely very thirsty. So you don't want to hold on to water. You'll be holding on to water and you'll look watery. It's a thing if you don't drink water. And so if you want to look tight, toned, strong, and feel great, drink water. Like, how's that for motivation? Can you guys hear? Oh, coffee. Is coffee any good? Yeah, there's definitely some studies that say that it's good, if not great for you. It adds longevity. Obviously, just have it in moderation. But Yeah, it's relatively good for you. I mean, what does that mean to be good for you anyways, right? It's like, um, more of the question is, does it feel okay? The impact that it has on your body depends on the person. I'd say generally it's fine. Um, and it's a good pre-workout. It's good for getting the heart rate going, getting your mind racing a little bit. Um, the only time where it wouldn't be all that great is if you're adding a bunch of calories, a bunch of sugar, and, and high calorie creamer. I don't know. I kind of think of most food as necessary or unnecessary fuel, and the extra sugar and high calorie creamers are definitely unnecessary and just a really good way to not lose very much weight. Let me catch up on this one. I'm very flattered to hear that, Eric. I'm glad you do. Really clean up your system like water. Oh, sorry, I just really went on a tangent in like some other direction. What does it clean your system like water? Um, it dehydrates you, that's for sure. Um, but in a sense, I mean, it's made out of water too. What most people would probably argue. Um, does it clean out your system though? No. Um, if anything, it just goes right through you like anything else would. It has some water, so it helps in some way, but then it's also very dehydrating as well. So I'd say it plays a neutral part. I mean, it's not hydrating, if that answers your question. 30 days. The benefits of prioritizing nutrition and fitness over great health goals. Yep. Yeah, kind of wish that I was in model. You guys can can vouch for me if anyone, if any modeling agencies. Don't believe it. I wonder which modeling agency would be needing a camera model. Like, what kind of life could I be living right now? Making a decent amount of money, trying to be a hand model. I don't know. Mhm. Well, I could be quite a bit. And yes, I am. I normally track on my phone, but I am on my phone. And so don't know if I'm actually if I've even triggered it enough so that it sees that I'm walking. Oh yeah, we're good. Almost 1,000 already. Almost 1,000 steps. And so we're rocking and rolling. I also need to, oh no, all the women I know have got fat fingers. Ooh, why do you think that is? Is that because they are overweight themselves? Or is that kind of just a genetic thing? Or so common. This is true. Thank you. Overweight. Ooh. And are they also looking for a program to join so that maybe they can get some slender hands like this as well? Sassy way to put that, but fun and humor.